This is the new Dell Inspiron 1650-620 and this is a laptop that's aimed at students and people who are looking for an all-around solid laptop. Now this starts at around 50,000 rupees, so is this the laptop you should be buying? Let's find out. First of all, this is how the laptop looks like. The laptop has this aluminium finish all across, be it the lid, the sides, palm rest or the back. This gives the laptop a very professional and clean look and I like it. I mean, it does give off a vibe that you expect from a premium laptop, so that's nice. It's also a mostly solid design. Now, I did notice some flex on the keyboard, but other than that, I think it's fairly solid. One interesting design element is this hinge here, which Dell calls the lift hinge, and that's because it lifts the keyboard like this for better airflow. Now, do note that the lid does not open with one hand. Anyway, another thing I noticed right at the start was these front-firing speakers. This is surprising because most laptops have sad bottom-firing speakers, but this is anything but sad. I mean, it gets super loud with the sound hitting over 85 plus decibels. It's also not just the loudness, the sound quality is crisp and high quality and there's no crackling at max volumes. I really like these speakers, but moving on, there's this fingerprint reader here, which is fast and nice. And I like that Dell has used a 1080p webcam here on the top, which by the way, also has a privacy shutter. Nice touch. Now the 1080p webcam has its issues when there's strong light in the background, but other than that, it's good and definitely better in terms of details when compared to a usual 720p camera. As for the mic, what do you think? Comment down below. The port selection is also pretty good from a student and work point of view. There's an HDMI port, a fast USB-A port and a USB-C port on the left with support for DisplayPort and PD charging, although the laptop comes with a proprietary charger. The right has the SD card reader, a USB-A port and the 3.5mm combo jack. If you're wondering about the portability, this is a fairly big laptop thanks to the bigger screen, but when it comes to the weight, it's 1.8 kg, so it is fairly portable. Now, one of the big highlights of this laptop is this big 16-inch display. This is a 60Hz 1080p matte display with fairly narrow bezels all around. And one of the interesting things here is the 16:10 aspect ratio, which is something a lot of people like, so that's good. As for the display quality, the black tonality is good and the colors look decent when it comes to watching shows and movies, although the NTSC coverage is only 45%. The viewing angles are not the best, but that's mostly due to the matte finish, and the brightness is okayish at 250 nits, and that's something that could have been better. Let's talk about the performance now, which is always a big factor. The Inspiron 1650-620 comes in both AMD and Intel variants, and when it comes to Intel variants, there's a 12th Gen Core i3 variant, Core i5 variant, and a Core i7 variant. The variant we have is powered by Intel's 12th Gen Core i5 1240p processor, which has 12 cores, including 4 performance cores and 8 efficiency cores, 16 threads, and up to 4.4 GHz clock speed. There's 16 GB DDR4 RAM that can be upgraded, and there's 512 GB Gen 3 SSD that can also be upgraded to up to 1 TB. Now here are the SSD speeds, and as for the other benchmark tests the laptop does well. The CPU scores in Cinebench and in Geekbench 5 indicate that this is a good chip capable of handling intensive workloads and multitasking without problems. The PC Mark 10 score shows that the laptop will be good in day-to-day operations. Now, as for real-world day-to-day performance, the laptop boots up pretty quickly and it is lag-free when using Chrome and other Windows tools and apps, and the laptop is lag-free even on intensive use. Here are 15 Chrome tabs open, 2 4K videos playing, Paint.net, Geekbench 5 and File Explorer open in the background, and even after all this, the CPU usage is low, and although the RAM usage is high, the performance is stutter-free. In fact, I can add more tabs and apps without any hiccups in performance. We also tried some Photoshop in the laptop, and this can handle photo editing with multiple layers. Now when it comes to thermals, there's a single fan here with 2 heat pipes, and in our usage we never really noticed the fan getting amped up or the laptop heating up, so no issues here. Now the laptop comes with Windows 11 on board, and there are a few Dell apps that I've already talked about, but apart from that there's also McAfee pre-installed, which I'm not a big fan of. Anyway, performance is good, and like most Dell laptops, the keyboard here is good, mostly. See, I like that the variant we have has the backlit keyboard, and I also like that the keys have good tactile feedback, but there's one thing that will take some time getting used to. Since there are front-firing speakers, the keyboard does feel a bit cramped at the start. The trackpad on the other hand is massive, and it has a smooth surface with really good responsiveness. When it comes to the battery, there's a 54 watt battery that in our usage lasted for around 7-8 hours, which is fairly good. The 65 watt charge is also pretty good. It supports Dell Express Charge, which charges the laptop to 80% in an hour, which is awesome. Full charge takes around 2.5 hours, but that's fine. In terms of connectivity, there's Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. To conclude things, like I mentioned at the start, the Dell Inspiron 165620 comes in multiple variants. To give you an idea, the Core i3 variant of the laptop is priced at around 50k, and the variant we have costs rupees 69,990, and there are also 14-inch versions of this laptop available. Now, if I had to sum up my thoughts around this laptop, I'd say that this is a solid laptop for students and working professionals looking for a good work laptop. See, the performance has been great so far, the design is nice and fairly premium, but the highlights are the big 16-inch 16:10 screen and the front-firing dual speakers that are actually awesome. It's not perfect, the keyboard is a bit cramped and the screen's brightness could have been better, but that aside, I don't really have any doubts around this. Anyway, what do you think about this laptop and its price? Comment down below. Also, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, make sure to share it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos, more amazing laptop videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. ये अजीब सा दिखने वाला गैजेट एक्चुअली वर्ल्ड का फास्टेस्ट कीबोर्ड है। इस कीबोर्ड में एक्चुअली कोई